Arsenal have locked off Manchester City not once, but twice this season. Manchester City have not scored a goal against Arsenal this season. It's insane. Man City, all the possession in the world, no real clear-cut chances from either team. Man City nil, Arsenal nil. Liverpool are now top of the Premier League and probably have the advantage in the title race now as they are 2 points clear. But Arsenal's defence, Saliba is an absolute machine. The guy, man of the match performance today. Every time the ball went in the box, to Haaland, to Doku, to Grealish, to Foden, he is there. Unbelievable defensive display from not just Saliba, but Gabriel. If you are enjoying this video, make sure you go down and smash that like button. We're getting close to 3K subscribers. Where do we start? I think the game in the first half was a little bit of an anticlimax. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, Man City had quite a number of injuries. No Stones, no Walker, no Edison. You know, Arsenal practically full strength. You could say Martinelli was on the bench, but I don't think he's been at his best the last little while. Obviously, it's the first game back from Arsenal from international break, as well as Manchester City. Obviously, City played an FA Cup game, I think, a few days after their Premier League game. And now it's 18 days or 19 days since Arsenal played. They go in. It was a game of chess the first half. Two very, very strong teams, but the defensive display from both teams, Vardiel and Ben White, probably the most active players in the first half getting forward. Vardiel, for me, the guy just oozes class. He's so techie, yet he's a big, strong centre-back, doing chops, taking on players, putting crosses into the box. Unfortunately for Vardiel, every time the ball did go into the box for Haaland, Saliba or Gabriel were there. Like, literally a unit of a defence. So well organised, so well assembled, and they've only conceded 24 goals this season. Liverpool have conceded 27. Man City have conceded 28. I mean, the numbers of clean sheets, it's just insane. Like, it's just absolutely insane. Second half was a bit more exciting. I was a bit surprised that Phil Foden got subbed off and Jack Grealish come on. Obviously happy for Grealish, especially for England as well. I want him to do well. He's such a talented player. But I thought Foden or Saka, one of those two today has got to stand up tall, chest out, and take this game by the scruff of the neck. There wasn't a huge amount of clear-cut chances. Arsenal had a big chance with Trossard. Probably could have squared it. There was a big chance in the first half as well for Arsenal. City had a couple of chances, but there wasn't really any like huge, big chances. I thought both teams were a little bit wasteful in the final third. Jeremy Doku, I mean, this guy is absolute trash. The guy, I mean, he does this little thing where he faints and faints and faints and faints and faints. And I'm like, okay, take him on. And then he passes it back. Like, the guy, for me, I don't see a difference between, and this might be harsh, I don't see a difference between Adama Traore and Jeremy Doku. Like, no cap, I do not see a difference. Like, Adama Traore is obviously bigger and stronger, but they're just pace merchants who have got zero end product. I think Jeremy Doku's turned up in one game this season, I think, which was Bournemouth at home, where he got 4 assists. You know, the game lacked quality in the final third for City. Foden couldn't really get on the ball. The way Arsenal set up, it was kind of like a back six with Gabriel Jesus and Saka basically playing as wing backs with their back four. But it was a fantastic defensive display from Arsenal. Man City had 12 shots, 1 on target. Arsenal had 6 shots, 2 on target. Kind of shows you the lack of quality in the final third. The midfield was very, very balanced. Declan Rice, I thought, had a good performance. Odegaard gave the ball away a lot, but did play some good passes in the final third. De Bruyne couldn't really get his crosses on point. You know, Bernardo Silva in the first half was very good up against Kivior. I think he had him on toast. Kovacic as well had a good performance. Rodri, good performance. But, you know, Man City at one point, obviously Ake went off. You know, they had Rico Lewis come on, unbelievable player, can just slot into midfield, can play right back, can play anywhere. He's so good. And they had a makeshift back four of Rico Lewis, Akanji, Diaz, and Vardiel, which is still a very strong back four, but it's nowhere near, you know, the Akes, the Kyle Walkers, the Stoneses that were missing. Obviously, no Edison either. So it's a different kind of back four and goalkeeper that Manchester City used to play with. However, that being said, it was still a very, very good back four. I was a bit disappointed with Bukayo Saka today. I thought, from a neutral looking at this, come on, step up, go and take the man on. But City defended really well, and so did Arsenal. It was kind of like a game of chess, two absolute juggernauts waiting for the first one to make the move. I think if Man City would have scored, Arsenal would have come on to them and it would have opened the game up. And I think if Arsenal scored, they would have completely shut and locked and parked the ship in front of that goal line. You know, defensively, that you couldn't really ask for more in terms of performance. Substitutions come on. I thought Trossard will come on and get the winner. Tomiyasu come on, did reasonably well. Martinelli couldn't really get any of those, curved runs into the final third like he does. Thomas Partey did reasonably well. Doku, trash. Rico Lewis and Grealish did well. But it kind of now puts it into perspective that the Premier League title race, as I said, Liverpool on 67 points, Arsenal on 65 points, Manchester City on 64 points. Liverpool and Arsenal have got tough fixtures. Arsenal have still got to play Chelsea, Spurs, Aston Villa, and Manchester United. Liverpool have got to play some tough games as well. They've still got Man United away. They've still got a Merseyside derby away. And they've still got Villa and Spurs. City, probably out the three teams, have the easiest of fixtures. They've got Spurs and Villa, and that's practically it. But City just don't look themselves. Whether it's injuries, whether it's fatigue, we're used to seeing De Bruyne play those killer passes into the final third. We're used to seeing the ball go into the box a number of times and then be so strong. Both teams so strong defensively, and both teams so strong from set pieces. But if they was kind of counteracting each other. Bit disappointed with Haaland today. I thought he probably could have done a lot more, but every time the ball went into the box for him, he had three centre-backs around him, whether it's Kivior, Gabriel, or Declan Rice marking him, or Saliba, but a little bit disappointed. I thought, you're the big man, you're the main man, go and get a goal. And I think, as we saw in the first game this season, when Arsenal did beat Manchester City, we saw how close it was, and the stats in that game were very similar. And Gabriel Martinelli got a deflected goal, and Arsenal won that game. But as it stands right now, the title race has been blown wide open now, with Liverpool taking a 2-point lead. And we're going to see what Man City and Arsenal are made of, because they've still got Champions League football to play. Both teams have got tough draws, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. Liverpool have got a comfortable Europa League tie, I guess you could say. And does this put this into advantage Liverpool? I mean, I look at it and think Arsenal have got tough games, but a lot of their tough games, other than Man United away and Spurs away, like a lot of their fixtures for them are at home. Liverpool, you just cannot pick who's going to win this title. You'd say right now advantage Liverpool, but next week, let's not forget this midweek Premier League games as well. Liverpool got Sheffield United. You'd fancy them to go and put 3 or 4 past Sheffield United. Man City have got Villa at home. Villa have already beaten them this season, and Arsenal have got Luton Town. So you'd expect all three teams to go and win in midweek. But the question is, who's going to hold their nerve? Liverpool looked very ropey today. Lots of nerves. Arsenal didn't look themselves today. Neither did Manchester City. But out of the three teams, Liverpool were the only one to win. And they've now opened up a points gap. I could not tell you. I've just got this horrible feeling that Arsenal are going to do it. Defensively, they're the best in the league. Offensively, at the moment, statistically, they are the best in the league in terms of goals scored, in terms of goals against. You just can't. It's so close. Like this Premier League season could be won by 1 point or 2 points. I thought a few months ago that Man City would run away with it. They're going to get 4, 5, 6, 7, 10-point lead, but it's just not clicking for them. They've got big players to come back. We're going to see Stones and Walker probably midweek. Ederson should be back for the Real Madrid game. And obviously, when Man City are at their full strength team, in my opinion, they are the best out of the three. But currently, it's just not going for them. The passage of play, the link up, the passing, the finishing, it's just not the Manchester City we have seen in recent years. And I look at it and think, is this the year where Man City get dethroned of that Premier League title? They're very close to doing 4 in a row. Liverpool are very close to doing their own treble. Arsenal could win their first Premier League title in over 20 years. I think it's going to go. I think it's going to be one or 2 points in this Premier League title race. Let me know down below, who do you think is going to win the league? I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you all for watching. I am out.